Karen's floral dress was a soggy crime scene of bad taste, plastered to her frame like a warning sign nobody heeded. She stood in the pouring rain, hands on hips, screaming at a campus security officer as if he'd personally invented the storm to ruin her day. The parking lot at Westfield Community College was a battlefield that Thursday afternoon. A freak storm had rolled in, dumping sheets of rain and bending trees under gusts that howled like betrayed promises. Karen, self-appointed queen of the neighborhood HOA, had parked her gleaming black SUV across two handicapped spaces prime real estate by the library entrance. Her sister, Linda, another HOA tyrant with a matching sneer, leaned against the vehicle, scrolling her phone, oblivious to the chaos. Their entitlement was a force of nature stronger than the storm itself. The conflict? They'd blocked the only accessible spots during a campus evacuation, and they refused to budge. It started with a plea. Officer Malik Johnson, a wiry man in his 30s with a soaked uniform and a patience worn thin, had approached politely. "Ma'am, you're in handicapped spaces. We're evacuating the campus due to flooding. Please move your vehicle." Karen's response was a laugh, sharp and venomous, like she'd been waiting for someone to challenge her throne. "Do you know who I am?" she snapped, her triple chins quivering with indignation. "I'm on the HOA board. I don't park in the boonies like some peasant." Linda chimed in, barely looking up from her phone. "Yeah, we're not moving. Deal with it." Malik's jaw tightened. He'd dealt with Karens before, self-righteous types who treated rules like suggestions and people like stepping stones. But this was different. The storm was escalating. The lot was flooding, and students with disabilities were stranded, unable to access the library's emergency shelter. A small crowd gathered, 3 students, drenched under flimsy umbrellas, their faces a mix of disbelief and fury. One, a young woman in a wheelchair named Sarah, muttered, "This is why I hate this place." Her friend, Jamal, glared at Karen, his fists clenched. The third, a quiet freshman named Mia, recorded the scene on her phone, sensing history in the making. Karen noticed the camera and spun toward Mia, her face a mask of outrage. "You little brat. Stop filming me," she bellowed, stomping forward, her bulk cutting through the rain like a battleship. Mia flinched but held her ground, the phone steady. Malik stepped between them, his voice firm. "Ma'am, back off. Move your car, or I'm calling for backup." Karen scoffed, tossing her wet hair. "Backup? You're a glorified mall cop. I'll have your job by Monday." Linda, still glued to her phone, snorted. "Make it quick, sis. I've got a nail appointment." The standoff stretched on, each minute heavier than the last. The rain pounded harder, pooling around the SUV's tires, turning the lot into a shallow lake. Sarah's wheelchair was stuck in a dip, her clothes soaked, her expression a mix of exhaustion and rage. Jamal tried to help, but the water was too deep. "This is ridiculous," he shouted. "They're blocking her way." Karen overheard and rolled her eyes. "Oh, please. She's fine. Stop making a scene." The crowd gasped. Mia's camera caught it all: Karen's callous dismissal, Linda's indifference, the storm's unrelenting fury. Malik had had enough. He radioed for backup, his voice steady but laced with anger. "Unit 12, we've got a refusal to comply in Lot B. 2 vehicles, handicapped spaces, obstructing evacuation." Karen's smugness faltered for a split second, but she doubled down. "You can't touch me. I know the dean," she screeched, jabbing a finger at Malik. Linda finally looked up, sensing trouble, but instead of helping, she snapped a selfie with the chaos in the background, captioning it, "Storm drama. LOL." The backup arrived faster than Karen expected: 2 more security officers, a campus police cruiser, and, to her horror, a tow truck. The driver, a burly woman named Rosa, surveyed the scene with a smirk. "This your truck?" she asked Karen, already hooking up the SUV. Karen's face turned purple. "You can't tell me. I'm important." Rosa shrugged. "Not to me, lady." The crowd cheered as the tow truck's chains clanked into place. Mia's video was live streaming now, racking up views on the campus group chat. Karen and Linda's defiance crumbled as reality set in. The police officer, a no-nonsense woman named Officer Chun, stepped forward. Ladies, you've got two choices. Move the car, or you're under arrest for obstructing an emergency evacuation. Karen sputtered, her voice a mix of panic and bravado. Arrest? For parking? This is tyranny. Linda, suddenly pale, whispered, Karen, maybe we should just move. But Karen was too far gone, her ego a runaway train. No, we're not backing down to these nobodies. The cuffs came out. The crowd erupted in cheers as Officer Chin snapped them on Karen's wrists, her floral dress now a sodden mockery of her authority. Linda, realizing her nail appointment was doomed, tried to bolt, but Rosa blocked her path with a grin. Going somewhere. The second pair of cuffs clicked onto Linda's wrists. Mia's camera captured every second the sisters' indignant shrieks, the tow truck hauling their SUV away, the rain washing away their dignity. As the police cruiser drove off with the sisters in the back, the crowd dispersed, helping Sarah into the library's shelter. Malik stayed behind, soaked to the bone, but his shoulders were lighter. He looked at Mia, who was still filming. You got all that? He asked. She nodded, grinning. It's going viral. By nightfall, the video had spread beyond the campus, tagged with Karen's storm takedown. The sisters' HOA reign was over. Their neighbors, long terrorized by their petty rules, rejoiced. The next day, the college issued a statement. Karen and Linda faced fines, community service, and a ban from campus grounds. Their SUV was impounded, and the HOA board, humiliated, voted them out. Sarah, Jamal, and Mia became campus heroes, their story a reminder that even the loudest egos could be silenced by justice and a well-timed storm. Karen sat in her living room, staring at the viral video on her phone, her face a mask of disbelief. Linda, nursing a chipped manicure, muttered, "This is your fault." Outside, the storm had passed, leaving a clear sky and a world that no longer bowed to their whims. The sisters had blocked more than parking space. They'd blocked decency, empathy, and reason. And now, they'd paid the price. The end.